So I'm excited today, guys. We have a confirmed lock from my last pairing of the season. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Rich from Predator BP, and this channel is all about keeping and breeding ball pythons. So if that interests you, hit that subscribe button. Guess what, guys? It's my birthday today and I'm turning 44. Yeah, I'm getting old, right? And I'm about to head out soon and hopefully go and have some fun. But before I do, I want to cut a little video and just give you guys some updates on what's going on with the snakes. So if you're new to the channel, I used to be in the hobby 3 years ago. So I've had a 3-year absence and I've returned this year. And this has been my first season getting back in. I've got 2 lots of eggs now in the incubator. One from the pairing of leopard pastavi to a banana enchi pied, hoping for some banana leopard 100% het pied combos to come out to take forward. And then we did the spider double het hypo clown to the pastel double het hypo clown. We're hoping to hit a hypo clown. But we've got one more pairing that we're doing this year, which I'm going to talk about shortly, and we started to have some success with it. Now I'm also taking out rodents to feed the snakes today, and with my feeding I tend to do it over a couple of days. This is to try and avoid wastage. I'm just going to show you guys what I do to defrost that prey, so let's go check it out. So the first thing I do pretty much on feeding day is I get the rodents out of the freezer and I put them into this plastic tub here, and then I'll leave this plastic tub in the kitchen over near the window so some sort of sunlight will come in and hit it, and I'll let them all defrost for the whole day. So I could get this out at 6 a.m, it might be 8 a.m, but it'll be left there till about 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. at night when I typically then start to feed. So I find putting them in this tub really good to just let them defrost naturally. And you can see I've got Maltese in here, African soft-furred rats. There is 3 different sizes in here. So we've got the 20-gram size for my smallest snakes, like the ultra male het pied and like the special pied. Then we've got the 40-gram ones for like the Batman and the Hurricane, and 70-gram plus for my adults. So yeah, 20 grams, 40 grams, 70 grams for the 3 different level sizes of snake that I've got at the moment. Now I'll only take out a certain amount because I'm not sure if everybody's going to feed, not sure if some are in blue. So I'll feed over 2 nights and I'll take out an amount. I'll feed tonight, I'll cross off everybody off the list. I'll look at who was actually looking for food, who didn't get fed, and then tomorrow morning I'll take out for them and feed them. And this just ensures they don't get any wastage, unless of course we get a coil and a drop, which can be frustrating. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you. That's how I defrost my rodents, just in this handy little tub. We used to use that for fruit, but on this strict diet I don't eat any fruit anymore, so it's now used to defrost rodents. And hopefully feeding goes to well tonight. It's certainly been going well at the moment. Every single snake is feeding in the collection, and a fed snake is a happy snake, well, and a happy keeper too. Yes, so they'll stay there now till about 8-9 o'clock at night, and then I'll get them out and I'll start to feed. I typically just get a cup of hot water, dip the rodent's head in the hot water for 10 seconds, dry it off, feel it to make sure it's not too hot, wave it in front of the snake, and boom. I have a lot of success with that, but I find that feeding later at night, the more success you will have. Make sure you heat the prey in the right way so that the snake can sense in on it and grab it. But this way really works for me. As you can see here, I've got the Enchi yellow belly clown female, quite a big girl. Now I got her with the Batman, who I'm going to talk about in just a minute, who's in the last pairing, and I'm getting her ready for next year. She came in and she wasn't feeding. She had bred the year before, she had laid the year before. I think it was in June. The breeder sent me the pictures and a nice clutch of eggs, and she's a really good size. She's really heavy, but after a while, she started feeding with me, and now she's been feeding really, really strongly. She's probably going to go to the Batman as well to try and get Enchi and Yellow Belly into the Batman project. But let's talk about now the pairing that I'm actually doing with the Batman. She's nicely coiled. She was nice and warm when I pulled her out, and look, she's just staying there. That's why they're called ball pythons, right? So the last pairing of the year that I'm doing is the Batman, who's het for Desert Ghost. We had that confirmed thanks to Ben at Infinity Morphs. And he's going to the Enchi Cypress Het Cryptic. Now I'm really interested about this whole, you know, Krypton and Cryptic being on the same allele as Clown and what it can do. But I really want to get some 100% Het Clown Cypress combos too, because I love Cypress clowns, and I'd love to take that forward in my clown projects along with everything else we're doing, right? Yellow Belly, Enchi, you know, the world's our oyster. We're doing DG, we're doing Pied, got lots of other genes in the mix with the Hurricane Boy. You know, I could go on and on about it. So I know some breeders get a bit frustrated with pairing because they might not see things happen. It's important to stay patient. So I started pairing these two a few months ago. Look, she's showing us her head now. Look, what a beautiful girl. And the first time I put them in together, I could see he was trying. He was laying on top of her. Oh, I spooked her. He was laying on top of her and he was really sort of getting around her, but I never saw a confirmed lock. So after a few days, I pulled him back out, as I would always do, so I can then feed him. And I waited probably another month or so, and I popped them back in together again. Second time round, I saw nothing at all. They were just kind of sitting next to each other. There was no indication whatsoever that anything was going to happen. So again, after a day or so, pulled him back out, got him back in his own tub, fed him, right? So I've just paired them literally a day ago, and now we have finally had some success. Roll this footage so you can check it out. And as we can see, guys, these two are now locking, which is really, really good. And this is the third time putting them in together. And you can see that lock right there. The tails are entwined. I noticed it last night and they're still locking today. So really good, but it's taken 3 times for me to see a confirmed lock. They may have locked previously, but I never witnessed it. What beautiful contrast these two snakes are having. It just looks so good together. I think when you see them in the same tub and you just think all those genetics together, Cypress, Enchi, Leopard, Spot Nose, and then obviously we've got Clown and we've got the Het Cryptic. And it's going to be amazing really to see what we can produce and see if we can produce any Kryptons. But yeah, awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm really excited for this pairing, with Clown being on the same allele as Cryptic. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen, what's going to come out. Some nice looking offspring there. And obviously a percentage of them will be 100% Het Clown. So some great Clown stuff to take on the project. So I want to make some Cypress Clown combos later on down the line as well. So hopefully I'll get some offspring from this for that. But I'm going to leave him now. I wanted to show you that confirmed lock. 3rd time lucky. And we'll keep pairing them. We'll keep pairing them. And hopefully we'll get some eggs in December. And that'll be the last clutch for me this breeding season, my first season back. But I'm happy with that. So there it is. Don't they look awesome together? All locked up, and I'm so excited now that I've got a confirmed lock and they are compatible, because sometimes they're just not compatible. It might be that the female just doesn't want to go, or maybe she's just not interested in the male. There are various things you can do to get the male going if he's not putting in the work. You can put like a shed from a different male in the female's tub and then put the male in that you want to lock up with a female. The idea is that he smells another male's been around and then gets to work because of that whole procreation instinct they've got in them. You know, they want their offspring to carry forward, you know, so they can survive. It's sort of inherently built in these animals to breed, to create offspring, so that their line as such can continue, right? It's just nature, it's part of nature. So you can do little things like that to get them going. Stormy nights with atmospheric pressure being high, they're good nights to pair to get them going. Temperatures have started dropping here in the UK, so that could be why these two have actually started to lock. As we know, temperature drops can kick in breeding season. I don't do anything here to make that happen because it will just happen naturally. This isn't a reptile breeding room, it's just a bedroom, so the temperatures will change with the season. We have hot summers to deal with where we have to try and make it cooler, but we have cold winters as well too where we have to try and make it warmer. So I have to deal with that, and anyone who is doing this hobby and does it from their bedroom or their home or whatever and doesn't have a dedicated room has to learn how to juggle those things. But the main thing I wanted to let you know was just be patient, because it will happen if it's gonna happen. If it's not gonna happen, then probably the female is just not ready or doesn't want to go that season. You end up chucking other males in, and that might not be the best idea if it's not one of your breeding projects. And that's what you see people doing sometimes. They go, well, that male's not working, so I'll put him in. But only put him in if that's something you really, really want. I think it's really, really important to only breed specifically what you want to advance your projects, and to really be in control of that at the moment, especially with the way the market is. We just want to produce amazing animals, and we want to be laser focused on it and not just breed for the sake of it or breed whatever because we can. It needs to be something that we really, really want and part of our plan. A lot of thought needs to go into it, guys. So I hope that's helpful to some of you. Maybe some of you that have just got in and you're starting to pair, you might be a bit frustrated, but it's food for thought. Don't waste any energy. Only waste your time on what you really, really want. And if it's not going to happen that season, it'll happen next season for you. Just be patient. You certainly have to be patient in this game, because nothing's quick. These animals breed once a year, and things can be quite long-winded till you get to eggs. You think you start locking, and then you wait for ovulation. You see an ovulation, and then you wait for pre-lay shed. After pre-lay shed, you're kind of counting down 30 days roughly, and then you get eggs. And then if you get good eggs, you put them in the incubator. You've got 60 days, you've got another 2 months then for them to start pipping and hatching out to see what you've got. So it's a long game, and you gotta just be patient and stick with it. So guys, look, that's pretty much it from me today on today's episode. I'm going to go and enjoy my birthday now. But before I do, I'll give you guys a quick look at the eggs through the incubator. I know some of you have been asking how they're doing. You might just be able to see them, but I think they're doing well. So let's go check that out before I cap off. So here we go. I've obviously got my white python incubator that I am using this year, and you can probably just about see the eggs. You can see just there, that's the Lepopastavi clutch right there, where we got 4 eggs, and then we got 7 eggs just down there from the spider double het hypo clown to the pastel double het hypo clown. But as you can see, they seem to be doing well. They're not concaved or anything like that. A bit of condensation around the tub. This is my first time using completely sealed tubs. Before I had tubs where they had a little hole in them for some airflow, but I'm trying the completely sealed method now. But yeah, they're in there and they seem to be doing well. They're due around sort of the 14th, 15th of October and the 20th of October. So we've still got a way to go. They're just over halfway, but they seem to be fine for those of you that have been asking, and we'll see if this incubator really does do the job by the time we get to the end of it. Okay guys, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video.